Hi there. So I'm on, and it's the 2nd of January, and we are going for a Weirdie day. And this is the second Weirdie, which I don't know if it's a moose or whatever it is. It looks funky. I'm going to try to look at it the other side, other way around, because I actually didn't try to color it the other way around. So I might just do that just for the fun of it, you know? Because when I colored it the first time around, I colored it like that. So I might just ignore it and think about it like this. Hi, Tina. Hi, Beverly. I will message you later, Beverly. Hi, Melissa. Nice to see you guys. You ready for some funky fun? So this time, yeah, I'm gonna do it the other way around. Just because it'll be different than the first time I did it, and I will have fun with that. I'm gonna start with the yellow. Oh yeah, I need to share. I almost forget about sharing. I was like so busy today because I'm trying to take all the coloring videos that we did with the color with me, and I'm trying to make them. I don't know if it's a dragon. It could be. It can be anything you imagine. But I'm trying to take them, download them to my page, get them up on my YouTube, then download them again to make them speed videos so that I time them up 60 times. So like the one that took like 3 hours and 45 minutes will take 3 minutes and 45 seconds. And so, you know, that you can see it pretty quickly. So I've been working on that. So my eyes are totally square, and it's been a very long process, and I'm far from done. So it's been very tiresome. Anyways, I'm gonna just go and share. So if you don't have your page, hurry on and get it. And if you want to share. Just don't share crazily. Just share like a couple of places, not a lot, just a little bit. And then I'll be back and I'll commence coloring so we can get this Weirdie going of the 2nd of January. And it can be anything you set your mind to be. 1 second, and I'm here too. So I'm back. I got everything shared a little bit. I shared to 3 places. I shared to the group Color Weirdie a Day. I shared to Adult Coloring Worldwide and Coloring Books for Adults, because that's sort of, yeah, that's the immediate that I do, and that's it. I don't want to get in Facebook jail. They are very, it's the bots that have taken over, so they don't really distinguish between right and wrong. They're just going by algorithms, and that is not really very good. So the human factor has gone out. Ah, great. Thank you, Tina. That's nice. Oh, no, just tag me. That's nice. It's nice. Then I know I'm there. and I can go in and comment when I have a time tomorrow and everything. So that's good. I'm gonna be using the chameleons again. Maybe I should be using my other ones, but today I think I'm gonna go with these chameleons again, but see if I can get sort of my own color show on the road with them, with the sequence that I might like. So yeah, I'm gonna go for that. I'm just gonna start here in the middle, a few places where I think it might be good to start. It's a really, really long day, and it wasn't a lot of fun. I have to tell you that. I mean, there was like, we went to the bath, you know, like we have a bathtub, and Victoria loves to go to the bathtub, and the best is if she can go with me. That's more fun. That thing about when you get kids, you never get to go alone to the bathroom is absolutely true. So anyways, yeah, we're gonna have this bath, you know, wash hair and everything, and we had the tub totally filled, and everything was cool. The hair was getting, you know, was wet and everything. And then I turned on the shower head, and that plastic thing just jumped right out. So it just broke, but it broke so that it couldn't be unbroken. Well, good thing that I didn't have shampoo in my hair, then I would have been really, really upset, because it was really annoying to sit there and know that you can't, like, you know, rinse at all. And yeah, so that was kind of a very, very annoying start of the day. Very stressing. And, you know, to get up, the hair was all wet, but of course no cream, no nothing. So yeah, I was kind of upset about it. I was very annoyed about it, to put it mildly. It was an annoying start to the day. Hi Heather and Bev, nice to see you. Yeah, it's gonna be always around, you know, like between 9:30 and 10:30 my time, which is between, I think it's between 2:30 and 3:30 CST. I think is around there. I'm trying to go on a little bit early because I have to be up at 6:30 by tomorrow, because my daughter is going back to school tomorrow, and I have to be up really early. So I have to try to sleep a little bit earlier than I usually do, so that I'm more fresh in the morning and I don't fall asleep like in the afternoon or something on the couch. So I'm trying to get on a bit earlier, which is difficult because I have a lot of stuff that I need to do, and also afterwards I have a lot of stuff that I need to do. You know, like when I'm finished with this, I will put up the banner of the 3rd, and I will also put up the page of the 4th, so that you guys can get it in good time and not being like last minute, because that's no fun for you to stress. And you know, if you have to go somewhere and print it, it might be nice to have it a couple of days in advance, I'm thinking. So so I have quite a lot of things to get done before the day is over. So yeah, me with the wet hair, and it's still not clean, so I have to get a new shower head, because I did have the old one, the one before the one that was on now, but there's no, the water comes out like really slowly, so there's no power in it. And I have like a huge hair. I have a long hair, and it's very thick, so it cannot, it won't rinse out any, it won't rinse out the soap if I have soap in my hair. So it's important for me to get a good one that works. And I made the full dock today because I had gotten that cheap one. 4:15 there. Yeah, and here it's 10:15 in the night. It's 10:15 in night here. But I try to get on around this. I mean, in the weekends it could be later, but usually I will try to be around this time. I can't always guarantee exactly what time it's going to be. I try to announce it, and I try to also say if it's going to be later, because it's not always that I can plan everything ahead. You know, sometimes things come up in the last minute, or somebody does not want to sleep. The ones with you, of you guys with kids or who have had kids, you know that problem, the no sleeping problem. So yeah, but tomorrow is the first day going back to school, so I have to make an effort to make it to school on time. I'm not really a morning person, so school hours have never really suited me very well. So yeah, but it's what it is. You gotta be in school. Thank you, Bev. Yeah, because I don't think that the order of the colors was really great, but the final result was not bad at all. I was surprised as well that it actually wasn't so bad. I have them all lying on my scanner, ready to scan in so that I can post my finished ones. But I haven't gotten around to scanning yet because I've been so busy with making the video so that you can see like a speed version of the video. I think that's really nice to be able to see in order to sort of, you know, like, you know, you don't want to see like 1 hour and 45 minutes again, but if you can see it in 1 minute and 45 seconds, it's a nice recap. Or for those who weren't there, they can see the recap quite nicely. So I'm trying to make those videos and get them up there. I've been busy putting your colored up there as well. You can add them yourself to the album, which would be a great help. But I'm trying to put them up also. This might not be everybody who knows how to do it. So I try to be as helpful as I can so that we get to see everything. So, hi Kimberly, nice to see you. Does that mean 12 degrees? Does that mean that it's hot or it's cold? I'm not sure. So no, there's a few places here where I like to backtrack now, so that I get the full sequence. I think I turned him upside down, mainly because I already colored him once. I see this one as a him, and the last time I colored it the other way around. So I thought that this time it could be fun to get it upside down. And I just got a hug from somebody who should be sleeping. What is up with the world today? And the sleeping. Yeah, I understand. I have a problem sleeping too, so, but she has to get used to the sleeping. So, yeah. She's never really been a great sleeper. She had a little friend over. Her friend came this morning. No. She was supposed to come this morning. She came a little bit later. And she was here all day. And they stayed her dad came to pick her up, and they also stayed to have a little bit of the food. So that was nice. And she doesn't have to start in school until Monday. She's in a different school. I think that's unfair. I think they should all start on Monday and not like tomorrow. I think tomorrow's too early. I think that I could easily, you know, do with having school holiday until Monday. And now, because what I'm going to do behind that one, after that one, is going to be the green. So I'm going to go straight in with the green here where I'm backtracking, just so that I have that flow going. Ah, okay. Here I think it's around 0 or something like that. But it doesn't feel cold because I'm in the house. So, you know, when you walk outside, you're wearing a lot of clothes. So it's just not really something that I think about a lot. In Denmark, you just wear the clothes, and yeah, if you go in the bus, it's heated and everything. So I don't think that it's. I mean, yeah, if you're walking around on the street, of course you realize that it's a bit cold. Baby, it's cold outside. So now I'm gonna go with these greens a little bit there. I'm gonna have to change the sequence of the green too, I think. But I do think that they're nice to color with. I'm not on this one. I'm not really in a blending mode because this Weirdie doesn't really. He doesn't strike me as good for blending somehow. So I'm not gonna blend on him. I'm just gonna color him. Also, I don't wanna, you know, I wanna the Weirdies not to be, you know, some of them they will fit perfectly for it. It was really nice to make the speed videos today. You know, I mean, they look great. I'll have to post them for you guys to see so you can check them out. They're getting really good. I'm very pleased with the result that I'm seeing. I think it goes really well to speed it up like that with the 60 times because it goes not too fast to be able to see, but fast enough to not get totally bored. So I'm liking that. So now we can continue with the original sequence that I was thinking of. So we just got some greens in there, some surprisey greens. So I think, you know, it's going to be a neat one, and he's going to be looking funky. And now when I see it this way, I sort of see some eyes and a face down here, and I see a face here, and, you know, I see some other things than what I see in the other one, which might actually even help me a little bit. Hi, did you see it? Kimberly, that's nice. Hi, Danny, nice to see you. So I'm gonna go up here with the orange now that I got the other one on. So yeah, it was really annoying with that shower head. But there was nothing I could do to fix it. It was like sort of, it's a plastic shower head. So probably, yeah, well, not the best quality. But I was actually quite happy with it because it had a power. So here I think I'm gonna go into backing it, maybe. Yeah, I might do that there because it would suit it well to sort of have that. So I think I'm gonna do that. I don't like plan ahead. I just think while I'm looking at it. And I think it actually would fit well if I backtrack here and then do that out there because I got that one going there, and I think that would be pretty cool, and I got that one going there. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. And then all those hours with the kitchen again because I made that cheap duck that I got the other day. But I mean, it was less than 1/10 of the price. And I thought, why not? It's cheaper than anything else I can buy to make a good food, and it will last us a few days because it was huge. So I thought it was a pretty good deal. And now that it's done, then, you know, it's done. So that's good. But yeah, I was really, really busy with trying to get all those videos that we did before up. And I'm at squiggly now, I think. So I mean, it's moving slowly but surely. It's moving along. But I mean, I think maybe if I get a lot of them up tomorrow as well, then I'll have them all up, and that way I can focus on every day getting the new Weirdie up in a speed version for the next day, so that we have that ready. So I just gotta do the backlog first because I finally figured out how, because I've been downloading them and then I've been trying to convert them in my iMovie thing, and it just wouldn't upload to YouTube. And then I found out that after I download them, I can upload them directly. I don't have to go through my iMovie, which, you know, then they just upload no problem. So it must be the iMovie that is having issues with it, because it's definitely not me. I mean, I'm cool. I'm cool. So yeah, and YouTube seems to be pretty cool too, because I have quite, you know, my channel is not a small one, so I can easily upload long videos, because normally there's like a limit of, I think it's 18 minutes is the max, of 15 minutes. You have to have some special validation to be able to upload videos that are longer than that. But I have that. And I think it's just that my iMovie doesn't understand that I have permission to do it, so that's why it sort of refuses it. It's just pretty annoying. And rude, to say it mildly. iMovie has been very rude with me. So yeah. And I printed all of the January Weirdies, so I am all set and ready to go. I'm prepared for everything now, so that's good. I don't want them to roll too much. I'm just gonna backtrack here so that I don't forget my own new plan here, because I could easily do that, and then all of a sudden I'm lost. Well, maybe not totally lost, but you know what I mean. It's easy to forget what you were at. So I'm just gonna do that to make sure that I have the right mindset on it. Hi, Manuela. Oh, sounds like a day I might have. Yeah, exactly. It's just one of those days where I was sitting there in the shower, in the bathtub with Victoria, and I was just like, oh my God, I'm gonna cry now, because I was like, oh, you know, we were gonna wash the hair and everything, and now, you know, both our hairs were wet and everything. You can't rinse, you couldn't do nothing. It's just like, oh my God, why am I sitting here in the bathtub naked? And it just didn't want to work anything, and I couldn't unscrew the shower head from the hose, and it was just horrible. But you know, there are way worse things in life, but you know, in the moment when you're sitting there feeling like a total idiot, then those moments are hard to think about, you know. So maybe later, you know, you can laugh a little bit at yourself being a little bit hysteric. I think I was slightly hysteric. Victoria was like, no, mom, just take it easy. It will be okay, you know. She's much calmer than I am. So that's good. Don't cry, Mom. I was just like, as you could see on my face, I was like, this is no good. Yeah, so... and of course I was like really angry about it. I was like, it's everybody's fault. And, you know, it really isn't, because I'm the one who bought that stupid shower head. So I didn't really could blame anybody but myself, which was really annoying also, because it would have been nice if it had been somebody else who had bought that shower head. Then I could have blamed them. But I think it's just because, you know, if you go out and buy a cheap shower head, this is always going to be a bleeding, bloody, cheap shower head. And they are not going to work very long. So, you know, if you buy a good quality shower head to begin with, you're not going to have this constant issue. But because I never can afford to get a good one to begin with, I keep getting the stupid bad ones. And, you know, you end up spending more money in getting new shower heads constantly, because they just break, stop working and everything. And I think particularly those in plastic, because when you then try to, you know, like take the calcium out of them, like there's a lot of calcium in the water here, so they get all stuffed with that shit, and then you can't, then no water comes out, so you have to sort of put them in a vinegar thing to rinse them. and the plastic just can't stand. I mean, it doesn't hold up to that rinsing. So it's really annoying. So yeah, I have a huge shower head issue here that is annoying me. And I have to remember the issue of that baby blue yesterday. That's definitely not one that I would like to use, not for this one either. So yeah, and if you hear something, it's my dad walking through. Not. So yeah. So this is looking good. I just backtracked quite a lot. That's because I sort of have a sequence going that I don't want to forget. So I'm sorry if I'm... Okay, see you later. I'll message you later, Beverly. And yeah, so there's got a lot going on here. And I'm going to continue with this one, with the orange. It's funny how that goes into burgundy, isn't it? Yeah. So this is supposed to be a deeper orange. Let's see how it's going to work out here. They're rolling. It's nicer to actually have them in the case. So I might just reorder them in my order. Put them back in the case in the order that I sort of find useful. I think it's going to be pretty nice. Maybe it will be a little bit interesting, this one. I'm also looking forward to the one of tomorrow. It's up on PayHip, by the way, the one for tomorrow. So remember to go and get it so you're ready to party. And tomorrow is I'm gonna maybe, that one will fit better with maybe trying to either color blend. I really want to try the color tops with this. So, but that one is much more suited for that. So I think that's gonna be something I'm gonna be looking at tomorrow to test out and see if I can make it fly. And I did also put up a colored version where I also made a GIF last year, I think, when I colored this the first time around, when I just had created them. And that's quite different in the colors. The one from yesterday I put up, not this one, but the one from yesterday. And I'll be looking around in my folders for this one. If I have it, I think I do. I think I do have it. I colored a lot of them where I scanned for each color, did the proper scanning, so I have like really nice coloring of it. This is gonna be neat. So it's expensive to be poor, because I know that if I buy an expensive shower head, it will work, and it will work for 10 years. But I don't have the money in one go, so it's really annoying. Cool. Well, I will be learning. I think, Julie, that you also have experience with as far as I know, with these with the chameleons. So I'm like, I'm sort of learning by doing now here with you guys, because this is the first time I opened this big set, and the other set I did make some color tests on, but that's like a long time ago that I did that, so it's not like recent that I was playing with them. So it's sort of, now I'm gonna start playing with them for reals on this one, on these Weirdies, especially because I do have the refill ink, so I'm feeling kind of safe with playing with them. I'll probably stop when I have to start refilling. I'll have to see. You know, I'm a little bit looking forward to and a little bit dreading to have to refill the first time. I'm looking forward to see how long it takes before I have to refill, because I am using the colors more evenly, because I am using a lot of colors. That's awesome. That's awesome. Yeah, so it will be interesting to see how long it takes before you have to refill, how easy it will be to refill, because it says it's supposed to be easy, but you know, it always says that. And since I haven't tried it, I won't know before until I try it if it is easy, and if it then has the same flow, and there's a lot of things to be discovered, and how long the refill then lasts, if that lasts long or not, you know. So there's a lot of things that I'm eager to learn about when it comes to these chameleons. So yeah, I'm having my, see, I don't really think the burgundy goes well there, but I'm gonna do it this still. I mean, yeah, we'll do it like this now, and then I'll have to sort of rearrange them and see where I think it fits in, because this one I might want to fit in with the browns, because I don't think that it's really going with the reds, even though it says burgundy. I think it might more be fitting with the browns, because there's like a cinnamon and a burnt umber, and this one might, you know, go well in that sequence up there. So yeah, instead of with the reds, because I would like the orange to go into a nice even red. But the thing is, I can see that there is a point about the way they fitted it, and that is because these colors can go towards each other. So it's not like, it's not lunatic the way it's set up. So I'm trying to work with it and get a hang of what the idea was behind putting them in that order. So I'll get there. I can try to be understanding, and then, you know, I will still rearrange it at some point to my liking, because I'm a stubborn donkey. So that will happen. And yeah, well, altogether, you know, like having play dates, I found out, you know, because I thought, oh my God, that's going to be tiring to have the kids over that you don't know and it's not your own and stuff like that. But I actually found out that it's stress relieving, because then they're so busy playing with each other that they don't really have time to bug you all the time. I mean, now I'm like, you know, I never get bugged by Victoria, because she's very self-sufficient. She's very, you know, she will sit and be doing her own thing, and she's not very attention seeking. And if she's like working on her own thing, then she's not got time for me. It's like, you know, so she's very good at just doing her own thing, and you don't have to all the time, you know, activate her or anything. But I've always been very much on with her that I think it's important that she learns to play for herself, you know, that she isn't relying on an adult to initiate something to play. Oh, that's great. I think, you know, yeah, I think with all these weirdies, it'll be fun, and, you know, we'll keep on finding new things in them. And I mean, I really like this idea when you turn it upside down like this time, because I had a little bit of problems of how to see it on the other way, because I kept seeing like a moose with the I don't know, a stack or something like that. And now when I turn it around, I see something totally completely different, and I'm not influenced as much on which colors I might be able to choose, you know. So I'm actually pretty happy with the decision of turning it upside down. Also, it's fun to color it like that. I mean, usually the way I turned them is just because that was probably the way I drew it. or the way that I initially thought it made sense. But mainly mainly the reason will be it's because that was the way I drew it. But in most cases, you can work with it the other way around. There's some of them, they have like very explicit faces, so then it would be difficult to turn them upside down. Might be weird, but they are called weirdies for a reason. So anything goes. If you feel like they can be turned upside down, they can, and most of them can, very nicely so. So I like that part. That's one of the things that I find really interesting with them. That you're not like restricted or bound by some certain image. You can find your own image and work from that. I like that. Now I have to make a decision here. I think I'm gonna go with maybe go with here, working down and up. That could be fun. Just to not make it too predictable. And I did actually also have time to draw a couple of new drawings. I think when I made that set of the first 11 that we did with the color with me, where they are kind of weirdies and from my art series, I think I'm gonna put them, because I have some more from the art series and I have some more from the other series that I was drawing on. So I think I'm gonna add those to it so that it will be a bigger set with more drawings in it. And then of course maybe add those colored so that there is some inspiration in there, because it's just going to be a PDF. So I think that would probably be pretty fun to have. So yeah, so that set, that it's 11 drawings that so far we colored together with the Passionata, the Buckhead, and all of those. And I'm gonna put maybe, at least up until at least minimum 30. Think probably maybe even more. So that they will be the 11 that we tried out. But in the set, there will be some more that we didn't try out from those two series, because it's from two different series that I was taking from, that I made that I haven't been published or something. Well, they haven't been published. Not or something. They haven't. So I think that could be nice to sort of work out like that with them. They're rolling. They're rolling. They're rolling and they're rolling. So yeah, so that would be a more complete one. I'm not quite sure yet, but I think it could be nice. It would be boring if it's just those 11 with the, maybe add a little bit more. I don't know. We'll see what happens, but that's what I was thinking to do, to add those. Also because none of them have ever been published, only been used for this color with me. So I think it could be fun to make that. This is pretty. This is a nice red. I like this red. It's a very cool red. Very deep and beautiful. What is it called? Called crimson red. Very nice red. And I have been thinking a bit more about the bingo thing, but I still don't have any perfect ideas of how to make it. So if you have any suggestions, perfect ideas for a bingo, then please let me know, because I think that could be fun, coloring bingo. That could be fun. That one I might have to change. This is nice. But they go on very easily, and they're good colors, good markers. I probably also want to try my other tiger markers in a couple of days because, yes, you know, to compare. You've been working with these for a couple of days just to see what the difference is. If I see a difference, well, of course, you know, I'll see a difference in some of the colors, but you know, in working with them, because I don't see a big. It's just because I'm so happy with the tiger ones. Oh, that's awesome to hear. That's so great, Julia. I'm so happy to hear that. Crazy addicted is a good thing. I think a lot of my drawings you can have fun with. I mean, there's lots of amazing artists and lots of amazing drawings out there. But I think also some of mine are easy to work with. So, you know, there's something for everyone. But it's nice to hear that she goes for mine. I'm happy to hear that. That's really neat. Then I feel proud. So, yeah, it's going to be a good one. It's going to be a good one. And I think even if I'm coloring that way, you can still turn it around and it will work. But I'm just seeing it differently than I was before, which I kind of like. I like seeing it like this. I like the new vision I get of it. And I do recommend sometimes trying to print them bigger. You know, I think it's a fun experience, especially if you don't like the smaller spaces. I always print big because I like it, because I can. And it's just easier. Also for the camera, it's easier to see for you guys. But I also do that even if there's no camera. It does, of course, use up more ink when you color, but the result is great. I like these big ones. Big ones. They're just twice as big as a regular size, so it's not like that big. It's not like huge, but it does work well for better visibility. So, see. And here, I think I'm just gonna float on out here, and then I think I'm gonna backtrack. Mainly because I want to keep that flow. Because I could also have just continued to put this one on the other side and then continue with that, but I want to keep a flow from here. Keep a feeling that it's going down there, so that's why I'm going to do that way. It's amazing. My dad runs back and forth, and my daughter is supposed to be sleeping, but she's in the bathroom, and she's already been in here to hug me twice. I don't know what's wrong with them. Maybe they're just nosy. Strange. They should just, like, you know, chill out. It's late. It's almost 11 o'clock in the night. My daughter should be sleeping. I don't know what my dad should be doing, but he should be doing whatever he wants. He's 73. He can make his own decisions. He's an adult. Well, you know, he is an adult. Doesn't necessarily mean he acts like one, but that's a different thing. A 73-year-old, 17-year-old. That's what I'm dealing with. It's kind of funny. Yeah. So this is gonna be funky, funky, funky. Funky comedy. So yeah. But her little friend was really nice today. She's gonna apply to go to the ballet school. She's actually been for the tryouts last 2 years. Don't know why they haven't accepted her, because I think she's pretty good both at dancing and singing, and you know, she's good at all those things. She's very alive. So maybe this year will be the year that she gets into the ballet school, the Royal Ballet School. She's very excited. So she's gonna. It's nice that she have ambition. I mean, I don't think that I would let Victoria go there, because these ballet dancers, they sort of, their bodies are broken when they're in their 20s, you know, then they're ready to retire. Hi, Rose. Yeah, crazy addicted. Thank you, Karen. I think my daughter might be like me when it comes to sleeping. It's got too much energy and excess energy. Too bad she didn't inherit that from her dad. Her dad, he was great at sleeping. He could just, like, you know, anywhere, anytime, he could fall asleep. Just like that. He was just like, if he decided to sleep, he would sleep. Just like that. He just turn his brain off and fall asleep. I mean, I used to envy him that he could do that. But I still, you know, I envy him that he can just say, now I'm going to go to sleep, and then boom, I sleep. Never been able to do that. I have to be like exhausted before I can even think about reaching that level of sleep. And usually, even when I reach it and I think I'm so tired, then when I go to sleep, then I'm not, you know, then I'm still awake, even though I'm exhausted. I just think that some people struggle more with this sleep thing than others. It's not really fair, is it? But it's the way it is. It's the way it is, and you can change it. So this is looking good. It's taking shape. And it's sort of gonna, even though it's the same colors that we used yesterday, then it is developing in a different direction. So that is pretty neat to see. And I have to remember to keep scrolling. Ah. You're touching the pillow and sleeping. I don't get that. How does that happen? I mean, I really don't get that. That is so, it's such an annoying thing to be able to do when there's somebody who can't sleep. It's like, oh. Because I so wish I could do that. I mean, I really wish that I could say, okay, boom, it's this hour, now I'm going to go to sleep. Boom, I put my head on the pillow and I sleep. That's like a dream thing. Sometimes I use a sleep app, you know, like some meditation thingy. But and sometimes I end up hearing that stupid recording like 3-4 times, and then I get really annoyed with it. But sometimes it does help. And I think, like they say, that over time, if you do it regularly, it will help even more to get you in a more relaxed set. But then, you know, then my daughter will come in and sleep in my room, and then I can't put the sleep app on because then it will wake her up. And yeah, there's all kinds of stuff that we're not always in control of. So this is gonna be cool. This is gonna be cool. I don't know what I'm gonna do in here because it's like crazy eyes. I think it's gonna be crazy eyes. I think it's gonna be neat. So far, it's looking cool. But you should really check out on YouTube. I'll, of course, try to hit them up on the page, but I don't want to hit up too much. I think, you know, hit up too many things at the same time, then nobody gets to see anything because it's just going too fast, I think. I don't know. But, They're really pretty cool, these sped up videos of those long coloring sessions, because I mean the shortest ones is like 1.5 hours, I think. So it's nice to see them at the high speed. You get that more like that feeling of the flow of the drawing, of the coloring, of course, not of the drawing. Well, I'm looking forward to speeding up when I draw the live twister. I really want to draw some more. I want to do those positivity ones, the little ones, square ones, where I already did a couple. I think I did 2. I also have to get those sent out because now it was January and I got money, so now I can afford to send them out to the winners. I have that here next to me, so I think that will be one thing that I'll need to get done tomorrow, actually. Good thing that I thought of it today, because sometimes sometimes things are lying there and you just forget about it. I've had a few people asking me, oh, but I didn't get that book, or I didn't get that book, and I'm like, yeah, but if you had entered it in the daily epic giveaway, you would have gotten it, and if you'd entered it in the lottery, you would have gotten it too. So now it's too late. It's over. But then there's some of the codes that didn't work perfectly. So if you are one of those that got a code that didn't work, let me know, because I did have a few mistakes in those codes, I found out. So just let me know about that, because then of course I'll send you the correct code. So if you won and you couldn't for some reason download it from PayHip, it might be because I think it was on the Tiny Pattern Designs Volume 2 on the 24th that there was a mistake in the code. And the other one I think I fixed before. But if you have experienced any problems, please just let me know and I'll do my best to help you. If I don't know, then it's difficult to help. So it's better just to let me know, and if it's something that I can fix, I'll definitely fix it. So this is cool. Very cool. So now we're gonna go here. Yeah. It's gonna be cool Christmas. So I think I'm gonna start building my sequence up here. Okay, I can't just take them all and they have to be one by one. It's a bit annoying, isn't it? So I'm just gonna put them in the box in that order that I like here, just so that I have it for my future playing around with this. I'm still not happy about that burgundy being between the reds and the orange. I'm gonna work with it for a little while longer. Oh, that's difficult to get in there. Maybe it's because they are kind of heavy. So yeah, this is going well. So this was the red coral we're gonna use now, I think. Or was that the one I used right now? No, it wasn't. That's good. Yeah, now I have those. The green ones will have to wait until I'm finished with the pinks and the purples. And then they will go in, and then it will turn into the blues, and then it will turn into the greens. So I sort of have a plan with my new ordered sequence of the colors. And we'll see how many we get to use in this one. That will also be interesting because we might not get to use everything. So this was a red coral. I do like the colors they have in the set. I have to say still, like the colors in the Sick Clean brush, those colors really, because they're so bright. I love bright colors. I don't like dusty colors at all. I love them to be like really pink. Yeah, I got serious sleep issues. It doesn't matter what I do, I just don't really sleep. I think I'm gonna turn around the Dusty Rose. I'm gonna go with before I go for the Fuchsia, because I want to take that hard pink and go on to the violets from that one. So I'm gonna turn that around a bit here in my new. Oops, I think I forgot something. I forgot about everything up here. I only really did that part down there, so I forgot a lot here. Probably just got a little bit excited. Was talking and not thinking, which is not something. It's not entirely new thing that I'm talking and not thinking. That happens quite a lot. Sometimes I say some really stupid stuff because I didn't really think before. I just said it, you know. I don't know if that happens to you guys, but it does happen quite. It has happened quite a few times where it's not been very. Well, you know, it would have been better if I had not said anything. But you know, you can't help it. Once it's said and done, it's said and done, and you already said it in the first place because you meant it. So, yeah, people will just have to be less sensitive around me. Because usually I don't say bad things, but sometimes, you know, I might say something weird. It could be interpreted as bad. It can happen. Or I say something totally inappropriate and somebody totally misunderstands that, you know, that it was sarcastic or something like that. Because I'm quite sarcastic. And I'm very, you know, like I keep a straight face, so then, you know, people might, you know, have a difficult time interpreting when I'm actually being sarcastic, ironic, or joking. You know, that's because I look like I'm serious, which makes it all the more fun, of course, for me, but not for the person who didn't get it in the first place. They don't really believe it's fun. And I can understand that. So yeah, here we go, here we go, here we go. I haven't gotten into this, but it will come. It will come. Surely, little by little, everything is coming along. And then that one's the last one there. So it's gonna have a very hot center here. A lot of hot colors, warm colors, you know. So that's pretty nice. It'll be a little bit on fire in there, and then hopefully when we spread out, it'll be distinguishing the fire. So that was that, and then I'm gonna move on to the dusty rose. And take it from that way around. Because I think I'm not gonna go into the nudes because I don't think that they fit so well. Today is, no, I don't have Copics, unfortunately. It's chameleons. Chameleons. I wish I had Copics, but I'm afraid to even buy one. They're just too expensive. And if I buy one, I'm quite sure that I'll probably love them, and I'm OCD on it. So so you know, then I will want them all, and I will want to color with them before until I have them all, and I can make color tests with them all, and you know, like yeah. So I'm staying away from Copics, or maybe I should like make a wish list where I wish them all like single Copics for my birthday. Then everybody can give me one Copic. So that could be cool. That way I might be able to collect them all if everybody just gives me one of them. That could be fun, huh? Different way of getting the set. But no, someday I will have them. But it's not any day close, I think. But it could be pretty cool. I mean, I'd love to explore them because I think that there's so much I can do with them. Um, they seem very, very awesome and very cool. But yeah. So far, I just use what I have. I have quite a lot, so I have quite a lot of different stuff. But I really love markers. That's why Copic is it's a big dream one day to have them all. But so far, I'm just like not even going there. Then I would get Copic addicted. Copic addicted. It would be nice. Yeah. So I think actually the Dusty Rose goes well after this one. It's fitting better in the scheme of things to go this way for me. Um, and soon we'll be moving into the pinks and the purples. So it's going to be an interesting shift. Now, of course, I've been turning them the other way around. So now we're going to the bubblegum pink after the Dusty Rose. Bubblegum pink. It's sort of purplish. I think it's sort of a light purplish, which is kind of weird. So yeah. It's gonna be cool. But they do lay down really well. My dad has his friend visiting. So that's nice for him. And then maybe when I get here, maybe I'll continue out there and then go in there like a flow. That could be fun, I think. There's a big difference between that Dusty Rose and this bubblegum pink. Bubblegum pink. I remember when I was a kid and you bought bubblegum, it was really like big bubblegum. Now you only get like normal chewing gum, and most of it is without sugar. Exactly. I was thinking actually to try and do that. You can do that on Amazon, can't you? Just make a list with all the colors of them, and then people can just. I mean, there's a long time to my birthday. It's the 17th of July, so there's a long time, and you know, then it can just be there, and then all of a sudden maybe I will have the set. I did make visual lists before. That's how I got a lot of my materials. Where I did get a lot of stuff that I really wanted to try. So yeah, I could go for making one again and see if I get lucky. At least I will be using them a lot. That's for sure. But you know, if you get something like basic, you know, a few also to start with, then it's also easier to continue the collection. You know, so. But yeah, I'd love to start that collection at some point. So maybe I'll make a wish list. It'd just be embarrassing to, like, you know, oops, I think I made a mistake here. I'm gonna try to lift it off as best as I can because it worked so well the last time. It is actually, it is magically lifting it. So yeah, it's because it should have been the bubblegum pink. There, I just missed it. And it did lift it. It lifted it right off. So I'm impressed with that. I think that's pretty awesome that you can use that colorless blender to just lift the color off a bit if you make that little mistake, you know. That's a really nice thing. But I guess you can do that with most things if you make a mistake, if you have the colorless blender from other sets. Oops. That was the worst one, this one. But yeah, I'll live through it. This one, I will try to, maybe I'll try to lift that off too. Then it can really stand the test. So now I got my bubble gum down there. Yeah, now I'll try again. I hate it when that happens. I always thought that could not happen. But it did. Let's see if I can lift it off here. If I do it quickly. Or a little bit, you know, fix it just a little bit, fix it just a little bit, fix it just a little bit. Please, please, please. We'll see when it dries up. If I lifted it enough. Otherwise, I'll have to remove it when I scan it. I can do that, of course, but, you know, it's still like magic. A little bit like magic. Yeah, that's a plan. I will make a really neat wish list one day when I have a time. And then I'll make it public like a month before my birthday, or maybe 2 months before my birthday. And then see if I get happy or get lucky, you know? That could be funny. Imagine the postman getting really sick of coming with like single packages with 1 pen in each. And he's like asking me, are you crazy? It could be fun, yeah? Oh, yeah. It could be awesome fun, like the postman, like, why are you getting all these little packages? But, you know, they would be small enough to put in the post box downstairs. He wouldn't have to walk up with them, I'm sure, unless they package. I mean, Amazon is known to sometimes do some crazy packaging of small items. I don't know. Maybe it's the guys in the packaging department that are just having like taking the piss on each other or something like that because they're just having a fun time. Or, you know, they're imagining the person who gets the package. The blender is the one that goes with the chameleon set. This is the set of 52 chameleons. And it's the chameleon blender that I used. And you can see that it actually took off what I did there. And it also took off so I could change the color up there. So it works pretty smoothly as an eraser as well. But that's what it really, you know, it's a blender. That's why you can go from light to dark. So it's actually supposed to do that, but still it's like magic. Like when you were kids and you had those markers where you could color over them and it would change color. You can see it's drying up here where I made this mistake. You can almost not see it anymore. And over here I covered it. It was pretty cool. Also because it was a lighter color that I was covering with. So it was definitely not guaranteed to work, that's for sure. This is neat. This is gonna be pretty cool, I think. It's looking really good to me. And you can see this one will go automatically in here. I have no idea what's gonna go happening there. Something will definitely happen when we get there, but it will probably seem logical when I get there. That's usually how it happens to me when I color, unless I have like a really set idea about the whole thing. But I rarely have set ideas about everything. This is good. And I think I like the way these warm colors are spreading out. Normally, if I do rainbow, then it will be a lot less colors so that it's more obvious. But you know, I like to explore these and really get to know them well and know how they work next to each other, because they're new to me. And if I'm going to be also working with the color tops, it's nice to see how the sequence may go and explore that a bit. So I do think that here I'm going to go here just to sort of set it off a bit, but I still think I'm going to continue it here. I think it fits the best with the way this one is going, because I don't think we're going to get that far into, we're going to get into far more colors here and here and here, but not down here. And you know, there's going to be some limitations, because there's a limitation of how many empty spots there are left. So I think it's better to also continue there and then just double it there. It's going to be good. I'm really also, yeah, I'm looking forward to the one tomorrow. It's already up, and I have put it up on both my own page and on the color Weirdie a Day page. What do I say? Sorry, my daughter keeps coming in to hug me. She's thinking that because I'm doing a live video, I cannot say anything, but I can and I will. I'm also a mommy. Mommies can be assholes. I'm having a little fight with this. Getting it in there. I don't know why I'm having a fight with it. Maybe it's because it's supposed to go in the other way or something. You know, something like that. Okay, well, I will stop fighting with it. I'll keep this one in sequence here, maybe over here, just until I can put them in where I want them. And then I'll move this one a little bit closer. Now you can almost see him. Yeah, he's moving in. No, that's too close. That's too close. But it's so nice to have that box to take them from. And then I'm going to go for purple grape here. Maybe the mauve. I have to look. There's a VO2. I think purple grape first. And then I'm going to go for the VO2. So that's the way I'm going to test it out and see how that works for me. It's a very dark one, this one. Doesn't seem like purple grape. Or maybe it does. Maybe it does. Maybe it's just me. I would have liked to have something that went sort of in between those two. Now I'm gonna see if the mauve was more in between the two, and then I will decide which order they will be in the box when I see that. That might make up my mind. Make it or break it. And I'll have to keep looking for, yeah, there's more. I will just, an epic birthday, that could be cool. In the Copics, oof, I don't know, there's a lot. But I mean, I don't even know exactly how many there are in the Copics. It's a lot, really a lot. They have all colors. It's like La La Land, like going to a candy shop for artists. I think when you see all the Copics and all the colors and ooh, and you can blend them and well, so yeah, they are epic. The Copics are epic, fancy. So yeah. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, and then then the next year I could do Weirdie's with the Copics. It could be cool. I'd probably be guarding them. No, the markers are meant to be used. If you don't use your markers, then they'll just dry up on you, and if you leave them long enough. So they are meant to be used. And the cool thing with Copics is that they are refillable. So, when you have them, then you can little by little get the refills, and they will refill them. I don't know. I think they say like 5 times or something like that. I don't remember exactly. I have read up a lot about them because I've been looking at them a lot. And I've seen, I don't know how many videos with testing them and unboxing them and stuff like that, the sort of kind of thing you look at. This is funny, no? So yeah. So that one goes in here after my pinky. And now I'm going to see if this one should have gone in between, because I kind of think that this one should have been in between my pink and that purple grape. But I wanted to see their take first. No, because this is actually a different kind of purple. This is sort of a lighter purple. So that doesn't fit in between those two. So no, it couldn't have got in between those two, I think. I think there's not enough purple in this. There's only like, they need to come up with some more purple. Well, of course you can make those shades in between when we get to the color tops and everything. Then you can make all the purple that you want. So that's going to be interesting when I take them out. To see how far we can go with pushing. And then maybe, like pushing with only like having a couple of colors blending in together just to see how it goes. So it'll be experimental and fun. And hopefully, yeah, it'll be entertaining. Let's see. I think this one will be nice. It'll be very nice. I don't know what I was thinking when I drew this one. I think I was thinking something like Christmas or something like that. I don't know why. It's just because when I see it like this, I see this like kind of moose head with the deer eyes, and yeah, I see it like that. So there must have been some Christmassy thing in my head. So this is sort of some lavender thing. It's called mauve. Mauve. That's a funny word. Mauve. That's neat. It's gonna be a wild, wild Christmas. But I'm really happy that I got started with the videos and that I finally figured out how I could get those videos done, because that was annoying me, because I kept trying and I kept getting annoyed, you know, and something doesn't work out the way it's supposed to, and you get like, eh. Yeah, so finally getting a way to get those videos done. So I don't know exactly where that mauve would fit into my color scheme at all. Probably wouldn't. But it would probably fit with some blending with these color tubs, because all of these colors are there in color tubs so that you can blend them together like that. And that's going to be fun to try out. And I'm not going to like pre-practice on it. I'm going to do it straight here in front of you guys. So if I mess up, I didn't say if I F up. If I mess up, you'll be here to see it and we'll figure it out together what I did wrong. So, you know, there might be some big blunders in there waiting to happen. But, you know, it's not so much fun if I practice a lot and I'm really good at it. Then I go in and do it and it all looks like it's so easy. And then when you try, it turns out that it wasn't that easy. It's more fun if you know, if I make the mistakes as well. Well, at least that's how I see it. That's more fun, because then you're also more prepared for what will happen, you know? Yeah. Nice to see you back, Beverly. Yeah, it would be epic. Totally epic. It would be pretty cool, huh? That would be like the best birthday ever since like I was a child. It would be like Christmas and birthday for the last 25 years or something. So that's gonna be cool. I'm liking it. I'm liking it big time. I have to get started over here, but this one will go automatically down there, and then there'll be a flow here that will come by itself. So no worries, we'll get there. It'll be interesting to see which colors end up there. But it'll probably be in the blues. Might even make it back to some reds. This is neat. I like this one. But they are like, it's like two very, very dark purple and one kind of like dusty purple. I could do with a lot more purple. The lavender is coming after. Let's see what the lavender is like. Let's hope there's a bit of purple in it, so that I'll feel a little bit more purple-fied. Let's see what that lavender has to bring to the table. What is the lavender bringing to the table for us today? Na, na, na. So let's see. Yeah, that's the kind of purple I like. The lavender, yeah, I like it. But then I might, instead of blue violet, I'm thinking, instead of blue violet, I'm thinking that there's this cornflower blue that might go better next to this one. I'm thinking that cornflower blue. That, because the baby blue don't fit. Because we tried that yesterday and the baby blue just didn't have any color. It just seemed like it was white. New snow or something like that. There was not really any blue to see in it. Not in the page that we were doing. I mean, if you're doing an all white snowy thing, then you know you might get good use of it, but not in what we were doing, and that's why it's gonna be forgotten today as well. I'm not gonna use it. I need colors that we can see, that we can actually see. But I think I actually heard complaints about that exact color online somewhere. I heard that people were complaining about it, that you know that it seemed useless, that you couldn't use it. So I think after this lavender, I'm just gonna take the cornflower blue, and I'm gonna have a sip of wine. A little sip of wine. My birthday is the 17th of July. We were talking about that I want the Copics, but I'm not buying them because I'm OCD on it, and you know I know that I can't afford them, so I don't even want to buy one. And then I could make a wish list with one of each, and then everybody could buy me just one, and then I could see how many I got. So just make a wish list with all the single Copics, and then see if I got them for my birthday. Could be actually a fun idea. This is lovely. It could be like a magic lottery. Or I could exchange my books for Copics. Like, do you want this book? Well, then you send me a Copic, I'll send you the book. That could be fun. I'm not selling it for money. I want Copics instead. Nah. But it could be fun to make a wish list like that and see what happens. For my birthday, for sure, there's going to be something special coming up. I'll be doing something funny. So now we have all these. Did I push too many in, or? I don't think so. Let's just get them up here. There should be room for that one here. So that's nice. Now I have to decide which blue to go with. And then I think, you know, I'll go with the blue violet or the royal blue. None of them really. Okay, but we have the turquoise here. I think I'm gonna go with the indigo, even though that is such a. Oh, I'll try the royal blue. I'll try the royal blue to see what is. Yeah, because that's also a bit faded. It's not really. Yeah, that fits well with the cornflower blue that I just used, I think. And I think after that, then I'll go with the indigo and then the violet blue, because indigo is so dark. And I remember that the violet blue was the one that I really favored, that I really love. It was such an awesome color yesterday. So this is gonna be cool here. This is gonna be nice. It is shaping up really nicely. And I've got a little bit more control over the colors than I had yesterday. I mean, I'm starting to manage them better, I think. Sort of get them more what they're supposed to be, I think. Or what I think they're supposed to be. That's more the wording of it. So up here we go. This is the indigo. But this is also a very lovely blue. I think they've done the blues really well. I'm missing some purple tones. But the thing with these is when you blend them, then you get all the tones, so they don't need as many different in between. So there's a reasoning for that. That they are lying a little bit further from each other than they would in maybe a set like the what's it called, the Winsor Newton, before they were called Pro Markers, and the Style Files. They have more that go closer to each other, but that's because they don't have all this blending stuff. So there's a reasoning for everything. As these have all the blending stuff where you can actually get to all those in-betweens easily. I love this color. This is so vivid, so bright and alive. Really great color. It's really, I'm looking forward to see how long it will be before one of them run out, you know? Is it going to be like a shocking long time, or is it going to be like, oh no, already? You know, because some run out really, really fast. Yeah. 3 days after yours. Yeah, the 17th of July is a good thing. I remember my grandmother had the 1st of July. My mom had the 7th of July, I had the 17th of July, and my other grandmother had the 20th of July. July was like a birthday month for all the women in my family. But now I'm the only one left. My daughter had the 21st of May, so that's different. And her dad has the 21st of June, and she was actually born a month early, so she was actually supposed to have been born on the same day as her dad. Oh, this is also nice. So this is what they call sky blue. That one will finish off down here. And now I'll be focusing on this part. So this is going to be interesting where we're going to be going with that. How far it's going to go. So now I will actually be moving into my greens. Because I was backtracking before, when I was using the greens, it was backtracking. So this is where the green in the sequence that I put will come in. It will come in like this. It will come in like that. I still don't know where to put that olive. That, you know, that's like the burgundy. I would like to put the olive up with the browns, and somehow, you know, it suits me better there. So this is lovely. It's gonna be a wild Christmas. So it's gonna be good to have them back in the case, but in an order that I can work with more, and then reorder it a little bit more, and then I'll be having it more perfectly in my way, and then I'll be more set with them. These could have gone the other way around. I think I'll switch them around in my sequence. Here, I'll put that one in between here. Yeah, that fits me better. Natural division there that I'm fighting with. And I think maybe the lagoon would even have gone before that for me. Let's see, I think so. Yeah, because it's way closer to the blue. So yeah, let's just see the color that comes after it to see if I'll switch it up. Because this might have gone the other way, I think. So I'm gonna put it there. Yeah, for sure. That would be switched up to come after the sky blue. Now I know what's stopping me. There's like there's a natural division in there. That's cool. It's like the box is a really nice piece of handicraft, I think, you know, to keep them in. It's practical to carry them in. Yeah, I think in Copics there's like, I have to think because there's like over 300. I think there's 3 different sets of 172 or something. I'm not sure. I mean, there's like I think there's over 300. I think there's something like 368. I see 358. Not sure. But it's really a lot. Really a lot of colors. I think it's the biggest set ever, you know, like there's nothing that goes beyond that one. Yeah, now I got it right with the sequence here. It's like, I mean, the grays and the browns, I'm not that interested in, you know, I'm more like for the colors. I do like grays and browns, but I don't use that as much as I use like vivid colors. So this is neat. I like this green. This is a very lovely green. What are we calling it? Grass green. It's very dark grass. Yeah, that's because there's that natural division there. That's cool. I'm getting the hang of it. Because now there's actually only, I'm gonna reserve that. I'm gonna put, I mean, I like the olive green, but I'm gonna put him up with the next to the nudes because I'm not gonna use him this time. I know that I did use him down there, but I think, you know, he messes up my order a little bit. So he's out a little bit now. Unless I do something where I need more like fall colors. Because there's no real lime green in this set. I'm missing a lime green. Because the one that looks a little bit like a lime green is really, this one, the top could look like it would be a lime green. But when I put it down, it's this green, and that's definitely, it's also called spring meadow, so it's not called lime green or yellow green, where most of the lime greens are called yellow green. So, but I haven't found a lime green, because the next one that comes after this is the apple green, which is more like a faded green. So there's no real lime green, but you can mix it for sure. When we get to the color tops, we will get to lime green and all those colors in between for sure. So how many was it when you Googled it, Julie? Was it 368 or 358? It's a lot. It's really a lot, I know that. So apple green will be going here. I'm not sure I like this one. Well, I've never been a big fan of greens unless it's lime green or turquoise or that that one green that I like that they call grass green. I really like that one. But otherwise, I'm not like a huge fan of greens. I saw one woman. She had bought the whole set in some metal box, like some big, huge metal suitcase, and she was unboxing it, and it was like she was just going. She had saved and saved and saved for a long time to get the set, and she was just going nuts when she was opening it. It was like, whoa. And the sad thing was, I think actually like a few weeks after that she had unboxed it, she had it in the trunk in her car or something, and it got stolen. It was really, really, really sad. I felt so sorry for her. There was somebody the other day that said they got an insurance on their coloring materials. I don't remember who it was. I should think about that, but I don't really have an insurance at all. I only ever had an insurance once in my life, and that was for my dog, because you have by law in Denmark, you have to have an insurance for the dog. So I had an insurance for him in case he made any accidents or something. So that's the only time I ever had an insurance. I need to get one at some point, I guess. You have to as a responsible adult. And I'm totally responsible adult. I do adult stuff all the time. I do adult coloring. 358, yeah, that's a lot. So, but if everybody in the giveaway gave one, then I would probably have almost 300. I think there was more than 300 in the giveaway. But then there's also all the ones in the other giveaways of these. So in total, if everybody who ever got something for free from me gave me one of these, then I would have the whole set. But I don't think that's gonna happen. Nu går du simpelthen i seng, sød skat. Ja, klokken den næsten 12. Oh my God, we started out with her going to bed at 9. Now it's almost 12. Well, it's going to be easy to get her up at 6:30, ain't it? Then she's not going to be a happy camper. Nah, she's not bad to get up. When I say get up, she gets up. She's easier to get up than I am. So I'm going to go here with the yellow. This two started out there. I'm going to go yellow here. And then I think, yeah, I think I'm going to go those two places with the yellow. And then I'm going to go in here, just there and there. So now we're going to see what it develops into, and I still didn't do those. Maybe I'll go with this yellow in here inside. And maybe just to take that olive, because I did have it one place, and I'll just do it around here. And the part outside I'll keep white. Because I kind of like that. When I look at it like this, kind of looks good. So we did get to use the olive a little bit. He doesn't have to feel totally neglected by me. So we get a little bit of fire around here, I think. But that fits with the little flames. They seem like flames, these ones. So, but I'm excited about those new drawings I did also, and I think it would fit in with the ones that we made already. And you have to see those videos because the speed ones of those long sessions, they've turned out really cool. I'm very happy with them. How you can really see, you know, that the coloring takes shape and pretty fast. So I did get a lot of work done in that department today. Still need to get a lot of other stuff done, but you know, little by little. You can't do everything in one go, or no matter how hard you try, it's just not possible to get everything done that fast. So this is looking good. This is more like a mustardy yellow, but it does dry up a little bit lighter. I would probably also put this one up with the browns. I mean, there's a few that will go up there because they just don't, you know, they're too far out. If I'm gonna do a real rainbow thing, then there's a few that have to sort of take a rest. Oh. Yeah, exactly. She's sleeping, she's 5 years older. Exactly. To get the whole set is like crazy. There are sketch and chow, yeah. I think the refillable ones are the sketch ones. The chow markers are not refillable. There you have to get a new marker every time. Shit happens. Wrong chat. Okay, that's funny. So yeah, with the chow markers, you have to get a new one. You can't refill them. But the sketch, you can, I think it's sketch and classic, you can refill. It's mainly interesting for the refills as well, because once you have like the base down, then you can, you know, buy new tips. You can buy refills, so you in the long run, after you have them, then it will be okay. I heard, but the fact is getting them, because there are so many, and to get the full is like crazy. So that's why I haven't even started collecting them, because I was like, no, because if I get them and I totally love them, then I'll be like, oh no. So yeah, I'm controlling myself. Well, maybe, you know, if I make a viral book that will make a ton of money, then I can get them. But that rarely happens, you know, unless you have some brilliant idea. I have lots of brilliant ideas, but I haven't been lucky. So this is gonna be good. But it's nice now, it's getting back to that warm orangey feeling here. And I think it's actually gonna be really neat now that I have a little bit more control over which colors are which. It's getting better in the color department, and will get even better, I think, because now I'm getting more feel of what goes where. And there'll definitely be a few changes to my order again. But that's what you see when it's sort of changing before your eyes. And that's why it's nice to get to know the colors first. But I jumped right in with the Weirdies. So no time for color companion with this. But that will come. That will come. When I know them well, then it will also be easier to make a really, really good template for trying them. And then others can get more joy out of the template if I sort of order it a little bit, maybe, you know, like write a better sequence of numbers, you know, like my sequence as well, where I think they fit the best next to each other. And which sequence, it's going to be interesting to find out how you can blend them up with the color tops to get all the in-between so that you can get a really good flow. It'll probably take a lot of experimenting, but it will be fun. I think we actually have to go in here now. So I didn't continue with yellow in here. I wanted to have it a little bit more profound. I want to have more of contrast with that apple green here, because I don't think that that apple green really goes straight next to the yellow. It's just too faded. Yeah, I'm missing the lime, or the what they call, in a lot of sets they call it yellow green, and that color I'm kind of really missing here. And now I'm gonna dump the burgundy and move right on to the crimson red. We did have the burgundy up there, but I'm gonna move on with that here because I think it will fit with this. It's still a dark one compared to the orangey. It's not like really the perfect crossover at all. I would like to have a brighter red, but it's not really, because that's more corally and the other one is also more faded. But it is looking pretty. I think it's going to be striking, this one. Shuttle Art Market makes markers. No, I didn't know. I haven't seen those. Are they any good? It's like the 10th time she's in the toilet for the last 3 hours. Maybe she's got a bad stomach. But she didn't eat the sauce with the dog. She actually ate mainly potatoes. The other little girl didn't eat a lot of meat either. Shuttle Art. Ah, I have never heard about it, so, but you know, I haven't heard about everything, so there's always something new. A lot of things are not as easily accessible. Well, you know, we do have a lot of different brands here, but the prices in Denmark are sometimes totally ridiculous compared to what you can get at other places. Whereas the things that are expensive on Amazon are usually, you know, dead expensive here. That was why it was so funny to see that the tiger markers were like 3 times the price on Amazon than they are here. Like, that's like a rare thing to see anything that is more expensive on Amazon than in Denmark. That's just, it's like crazy. Mm. I'm hoping that, I think that I'll even get to a little bit purpley here, which would draw nicely to get some of that down there also, just a little bit, because they're so dark anyways, those few purples that are there, so they're not like that striking. Maybe I'll switch it up tomorrow and try something totally different. With some other colors. I want something with lots of purples. Ton of purples. I want to go crazy purple. We have this one here. Just a nice one there. And then this one would be rounding off here. But that's a good color next to that apple green actually. So that was good. That ended up not being bad. Because it does make a nice contrast next to it. So I think we have to like count at least the Weirdie takes at least 2 hours. Yesterday was like maybe 2 hours and 45 minutes, 50 minutes or something. And we are on 2 hours, 56 minutes today. So like about 2 hours. But that's also what I calculate, just around there, you know, like a little bit more, a little bit less. Also depends how much I'm chatting or talking. Besides, there's no reason to hurry, you know. I don't like to rush. I'm like, you know, if you're gonna do it, you might as well do the best that you can, and I don't want to rush anything. You know. Besides, when I speed it up, it seems like it went really quickly. And I think I'm not even that slow in coloring. I think there are people that are slower than me, but there's people who are way faster than me also. Way, way faster. But I think it's also about, you know, how long you've been doing it and how well you know your colors and how fast you are. It could be, yeah, they are, but I don't think they get produced in Denmark. Hi, Kat. Nice, thank you. Actually, you know, I think they probably get produced in China or something like that. I think most of these get produced there. So, and I do know that there has opened one tiger shop in New York, I think. I saw that because it used to be a guy from here who made those shops. And then they became hugely successful, and I think he sold them when he got older. Now he sold them to a big company who's carrying, you know, who bought the brand and everything, and is carrying on the shops, and it's expanded greatly into a lot of countries. So, but still, they have the headquarters here, and it's actually in the same neighborhood where I live, not so far from me, where the headquarters are. I keep promising myself I should go there and have a look, because they also have a shop there. So I think I'll go there when I have to research the prices to see for sets to send. We're gonna do that. Then I'll go there and look to make something with this with the tiger twin markers. First, it's a very complicated process. First, I download the video from Facebook to my computer. Then I upload that directly to YouTube. Then I download that one to my computer. Then I put it in my iMovie, and then I speed it up by 60 times, like, 6,000. So instead of like being 3 hours and 45 minutes, it will be 3 minutes and 45 seconds. And, I remove the sound, of course, because the sound would sound crazy. So I take off the sound from the video, and then I speed it up. And then I upload it again to YouTube, and then I find some license-free music on YouTube to put on it, so that I still can put advertisements on them, because then maybe if one of them hits, I can make a few cents on it. I've had my YouTube for 3 years, and I still haven't made it to have earned $100 on it yet. But I'm hoping one day I'll get a little bit closer. So I have a lot of videos there of drawing and of coloring and of books and look-throughs and coloring, everything, reviews, even food. I have a food, but also a lot of big drawing videos of my big work. And I'm putting these up there too. I mean, I didn't put something like, when I'm looking through the books for the epic giveaway, I don't put up, because then people might think that the giveaway is still there, and it's not. So something like that I don't put. So what I'm taking now is just the ones where I color or I draw, and I put them up in the big versions, but I also make a speed version so that people can see it quickly and easily without having to watch a feature-length movie. So I think that that's pretty neat and accessible. Oh, the blue pad, this one is the paper that I'm always using when I'm drawing, because I really love that paper. Hi, Gertje. Nice to see you. So blue pad is the type of paper is quite affordable here compared to a lot of other papers. So I like to draw on that. It also has a very smooth surface, which is good when I'm using the Unipen fine liners. So I use that when I draw. This is for bigger drawings, of course, because this is an A2. So I have them in lots of different sizes, also quadratic. And that's what I swear to draw on. And it's heavy. It's not really heavy. It's sort of in between. I think it's I will check the grams after, but it's not too heavy, because it's also a lot of things. People think, oh, the heavier the better, but there's a lot of paper that's heavy that will eat up your markers, like for breakfast, and then you are spending way more ink, and it's getting way more expensive for you to color, whereas you could color just as well on a lighter paper. Yeah, feature-length movie. I mean, come on, the other night with the New Year's, that was 3 hours and 45 minutes. That was a long one. So if you can see that coloring in 3 minutes and 45 seconds, I think more people have a patience to sit through 3 minutes and 45 seconds than to stay with me babbling for 3 hours and 45 minutes. So, that's more like a thing when we're sitting here, we're all having a conversation and we're having fun, and some are coloring with me, or you're coloring something else. And, so we got something going. But if you afterwards see the video, you're like, okay, but now she's saying hello to that one, and she's answering, why is she saying this? And that's because I'm answering on a comment or something like that. So that's why, I think that the speed up versions, they will be seen a lot more than the actual full feature length marathon videos. So here we go. That's the one end. We weren't coloring it from that end. We were coloring it from this end, but it works on both both levels. So I think this Weirdie turned out pretty well. So that's the second Weirdie. We are into the second day of the Weirdie challenge, and I hope, you know, I will change now when I finish and I get off here. I will change the banner to January 3rd. January 3rd is already up on PayHip, and there are links on my site to it. And I will be putting up January 4th so that you guys can get it. I mean, it's better to have a little bit of time to get it. And so they will be available very soon. So that's the last thing I will be doing before I go to bed, I think. Or maybe, you know, there'll come a little video or something. I'll try to see if I can render this quickly so that it's already ready tomorrow in the speed version, because I think the speed version is going to be really good, because then you just like... So yeah, that's it for tonight. And I hope to see you guys tomorrow for Weirdie January 3rd. It's a fun challenge. So bye-bye. See you. Have a nice evening.